Guys, welcome. Today we are starting our hardcore adventure again. They re-released fresh servers for hardcore, so I decided that I would make a character for it. So we're gonna do an undead rogue, and I guess mainly hope that I don't disconnect because I've seen a lot of disconnect deaths lately. I got to the last time I tried when it came out before. Let's see what the level I got to was. It's like 22 was the highest I got originally. But they made new ones, so we're gonna do the new server. Hey Gojo, how's it going? Yeah, we're doing some hardcore. So we're gonna play the rogue. Trying to warm up is so cold. These German apartments, they don't warm up. Everybody walks around in coats. Alright, so I already got to level 6, and I don't know if this is a cursed run or a blessed run, but I hit level 2 and I immediately got a green pouch. And then I went to kill the spiders, and 2 spiders in a row dropped a pouch, but one was black, and usually this is the cursed one, but it still feels kind of blessed having 3 bags by level 6 already. So we'll see how it goes. Pulse, how's it going? Welcome. Oh man, I love when my speakers do this. And they're right, especially with the current weather freezing, yeah, it's not great. Okay, and then we grab these quests. Well, I think the thing that sucks the most is that like you'll get the room finally like to a reasonable temperature, and then you look at the humidity level inside, and you're like, oh man, I gotta open the windows and let all the hot air out now, and let all the cold air in. And it seems like kind of impossible to get any room warm during the day. Like it seems like it only gets warm at night. Like the rooms will only start to actually get warm later at night, no matter what temperature you put them on. Like you may have this on max, but we're only giving you 1% heat. Yeah, you gonna get the drop seal? You gonna get the the retail mounts for WoW? Turn the heating on for 4 hours or whatever, it's not even that warm. Yeah, you turn the heat on and it does nothing. It's like, alright, if you go touch the heater, like it feels warm, but it does nothing for the room. Where the hell is this person at? Oh, he's up there. I found him. Seal's gonna come play WoW? Yeah, Seal's gonna come play WoW. I will make an entire guild in your honor. I found it was kind of interesting. The one girl who plays in my D&D group is from Ukraine, and she says when she lived there, I don't know if it's like this everywhere in Ukraine, but she was saying that she doesn't actually get to decide, or when she lived there, she didn't actually get to decide when the heat came on, that like they just turned it on when like the city, I guess, or the government turned it on when they felt like it was time to turn it on, and they also chose the temperature. So she said it was like really cold because they just would not have heat, and then when they would turn it on, it would be super fucking hot. So they were always sweating to death when they finally turned the heat on because they didn't actually get to choose the temperature. That's kind of crazy. I guess Germany's slightly better than that, at least. You're preying on your downfall? Yeah, you have to join the dark side and, you know, join the addiction that we have here. Alright, this is technically a level 8 quest, so maybe we don't do this one quite yet. I think we'll go over here. Yeah, let's do the pumpkins and the other stuff. So I've never like leveled a rogue or a warrior like super high in classic. So we're gonna see how this goes. The last time I've even played classic, I did a warlock and I only just barely hit 60 like the night before they released the Burning Crusade. So I mean it's been a minute since I've played in general, but I was playing a caster, which is very different. And warlock is feels very safe. Like I have a warlock on the non-hardcore version, just on the PvP server. It's so hard to get around them. Like they can see you from so far away. It's just like crazy. So I'm not used to like like he can still see me all the way over here. I'm not used to the no, he's gonna get it. Oh, god damn it. It takes me like 10 years to like walk a circle around properly and then someone inevitably gets to them before I can backstab them. It's very, very different from retail where you just stealth and you are invisible. Nobody can see you. Come on. Wow, and then I missed. Of course. Stalker 2? What the hell is Stalker 2? I tried Warrior in hardcore. The first time, suffice to say, I got clapped. You actually watched the first Lord of the Rings? Oh my god. I thought that you would not watch it just out of like spite because he wanted you to. I know plenty of people who are like that. Who would just do or not do things out of spite. So I'm very surprised that you actually watched it. You're level 15 Warlock? Doesn't seem particularly safe, but maybe I'm just not good at WoW. Warlock is very safe. I don't want to say that you're not very good at WoW, but Warlock is probably one of the safest classes you could pick. Because you have the ability to fear mobs if you get really like in a bad situation, and having a pet being able to tank for you is really good. So yeah, I've been doing that. Like you can definitely fight like 3 mobs at a time as a warlock, no problem. Like at your level. And you can fight things that are higher level than you pretty okay also, because you can get the talent that makes them resist less. Yeah, I have no idea what Stalker is. I was in the airport, we had a flight delay, so I threw it. I thought you said I threw up, and I was like, oh. I feel like you're just in the airport every day. You just live in the airport. You don't have a home. The airport's your home. The open skies. Warlock and Hunter generally safest for hardcore. Yeah, they're super safe. But yeah, probably Hunter I think would probably be the only one that's safer, only because there's something special about Hunter that they can also fight things that are like higher level than them more easily. Whereas like if you are in a Warlock, it is possible for your spells to be resisted more. Maybe it was they can't parry ranged hits, I think is what it is. Like a Hunter, if you're shooting, they can't parry that. So maybe that's what it was. But yeah, having a pet makes things super easy. You do have to kind of be careful though, because like if you're standing here and you set a pet over there, you have to make sure like other stuff doesn't aggro on it. A little spicy. I was trying to like explain something. And I'm like, make sure you don't get aggro. It's just immediately get aggro behind me. Or Frost Mage if you're not AoE farming. Yeah, Frost Mage is also really good. But even stuff like that, it's like if you are relying on something not getting resisted, it can be really, really tough. You're like, alright, well, all I need to do is Frost Nova this and run away, and then they resist the Frost Nova, like, oof. I'm an aviator at heart. I just don't go to warm places, just equally cold places. I have no idea where I actually want to go next. I would love to go back to Japan already, but it feels like way too much time to actually bother stealthing to backstab these guys. Like I said, by the time I'm able to like sufficiently give myself enough room to get around them and behind them, someone just walks up and fucking shoots it. And so things that are 2 levels above me are kind of spicy, to be honest. Like that thing kicked the shit out of me. All right. I don't have any like potions or anything quite yet, so hunters can do that nifty trick where you either jump either side of the fence super easy, so the mobs just run around and around. Yeah, you can do the same thing on like warlocks and mages. So like when I'm fighting, if I can be near a fence, like I'll put dots on them and send my Voidwalker, and then inevitably I will get aggro from my Voidwalker, so I just jump to the other side of the fence and they run to me. And then usually the Voidwalker will get the aggro back, and if he doesn't, I just jump back to the other side, so it's super easy, even on the Warlock, to do that. And I think that's how most mages do their AoE farming. Oh boy. Yeah, these things, they hurt. It definitely feels very different coming off of a warlock where I can just fight 3 things at once. Here I'm just like, please don't die to one enemy. Fine, no stalker. When you getting back to Skyrim or Baldur's Gate 3 or playing The Witcher 3? I just saw they just put out an update for Baldur's Gate today actually. What did they said something? Community update. Next year they are adding 12 new subclasses to Baldur's Gate. So that's interesting. Yeah, I have the Witcher 3, but I've never played it. I bought it and then never played it. Skyrim, I don't even know if my install of that game still works because I... Oh, okay. I was like, he has all these buffs on him. I haven't seen that yet. I got a new computer in between the last time I played Skyrim, so I don't have any idea if that save still works or not because I had to install all that mods and stuff. I was playing a little bit of Baldur's Gate the other week. I still did not finish it. I was like, maybe I can finish this up, and then I did not finish it up. All of my characters are very evil. I'm like, you would like to ascend Astarion? Sure thing. You would like to, become the new whatever the fuck Shadowheart? Sure thing. And then all of the good people in my camp are just like, what is wrong with you? Yeah, don't you want to lose the insane progress you made? Like 4 levels with a rusty dagger and shoot up armor? What do you mean? I got further than that in Skyrim. It wasn't that bad. We got some things done. I think I stole a horse or something. I think I killed a chicken and got in trouble. Stuff happened, you know. Ooh. If anything, it would probably be Red Dead. Because watching that, the videos of that guy who modded it so that all the carriages and horses move at like supersonic speed. He's like, this turns it into a horror game. That was so funny. Definitely don't want 2 of those. Is Baldur's Gate one of those games where I need a good imagination to play it? No, there's just a story. It's a full-fledged game with all the graphics and everything. It's not just use your imagination. It's you get to like choose what your characters do, if they're like good or bad, and you know, like who you kill, who you let live. But I was doing a Dark Urge playthrough. The Dark Urge is a character that has like amnesia and doesn't remember who they are. All they know is that they have the urge to do really horrible things. So you can either play them as a character who's trying to resist those urges, or a character who's trying to give, or just gives into all of their dark urges. And I chose to play the one that gives into all of the dark urges. So we're doing a pretty evil playthrough. I think of D&D when I hear Baldur's Gate. Yes, it is. It is Dungeons and Dragons, essentially. I get to choose bad or extra bad. Yeah, definitely. Give me your pockets. Why can you see me? I want this flower. Don't stab me, just give me the flower. No stab, just give. Oh, failed attempt. Oh my god. Oh, Jesus. I can't even pick a flower. The hell is this? I forgot that was a thing. I'm never gonna get this flower. Somebody's gonna steal it from me. No, no, no. Stay over there. Don't come here. This is my flower. Alright, now I will stab you. Do you got any pockets? Oop, that didn't work. I was like, why doesn't he have a shirt on? He does have a shirt on, it just didn't look like he had a shirt on. I was like, that's certainly a choice. Well, you don't have to play as the Dark Urge to play like an evil character, but if you do want to play an evil character, that is the best choice, in my opinion. Not them pickpocketing them doesn't do anything. Like, I press it and it just does nothing. Do you not have anything? I feel like normally I would say there's no loot, or their pockets are empty or something. Yep, no, we're not gonna do that. I won't win that fight. One of them respawned on me. Definitely cannot fight two enemies at my level. Tactical retreat. Wait. Someone's giving me a beep boop. I see these things that my friends send me about being in Germany, and they're like, the cashier in Germany keeps asking me questions, but I've already told them mit Karte bitte, and that's my entire German vocabulary. So I was doing this in German on the normal servers. But I decided that was a horrible idea for the hardcore one, because like sometimes the quest will tell you if you're gonna get murdered or not. And I have not leveled a rogue to max before. And I haven't leveled a rogue on horde. So I would have no idea what the quest was saying, and then I would get murdered. There's a quest that's notorious for killing rogues with like some poly bird or something. So yeah, I decided I should keep it in English for the hardcore. When I'm playing just on the normal server, I'll put it back in German, but it's too much levels of like difficulty to put this in German on top of it. Are we gonna get to see you get eaten by Polly? No, I hope not. Hopefully not. My speakers are just like straight up not working. It's insane. Crazy. Yeah, the kids above me are making some noises. Alright, you could probably do though I wonder what level I'll actually end up dying at on the road. There's no way I get to 60 my first try. I made a warrior just so they start getting rested experience when I inevitably die to something. This one. Please work. My speakers just gave up. They gave up on life. I don't know if it's doing it that way for you guys. Oh, I shouldn't like go AFK like that in the middle of the field. Like, I wonder what level I make it to. It's AFK in the middle of the field. Like, this level. Not getting any further. Special 10-hour Valheim Thanksgiving stream tomorrow. No. Absolutely not. Oh my god. My speakers aren't working, my AirPods aren't working. I don't know why my one earpod, only the right one will not charge, and only the right one, even when I was able to charge it some amount, would not connect to my phone. So only the left one like charges and connects to my phone, and the right one it does not. I think it's like just long enough to not be in warranty anymore, which of course, right? And I go online and everybody's just like, my right one doesn't work. My right one doesn't work. The left one is fine, but the right one doesn't work. I'm like, it seems like maybe there was an issue in manufacturing for the right one. If that's what everybody says. And I hardly use them either, so it's kind of fucking nuts. They're only like a year old. And I only use them a couple times a month. Oh, this is why we can't backstab anybody. Somebody whispered me earlier that their mom is fat. Not my mom, but their mom is fat. And it was not, I had just made the character. I have no idea why they messaged me that, but it was kind of funny. It was like, they were talking about Gordo and, like the general chat. But they just kept calling him the fat person or something, and they're like, stop making fun of him. He has the name. But then someone whispered me, my mom is fat. I'm like, okay. They didn't say anything else. That was it. I was just like, good talk. Alright. Oh, there's a lot of parries. What the hell? Parried my eviscerate twice. Yeah, melee fighting is very different than being a caster. You'll see some of those clips where, like a warrior or rogue's fighting and it's just like dodge, parry, 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 and their life bar just going like lower and lower. Lewis Rossman? I don't know who that is. Perfectly normal WoW conversation? Yeah, I mean, that was way more normal than some of the other conversations. It seems like it kind of like quieted down a little bit at least. But like the first few days, they're probably all banned by now, but the first few days was probably the most amount of like racial slurs I've ever fucking seen in a game. It was insane. But I think they're all banned now because I don't see like the N-word in chat anymore, so all the people that just wanted to come in and be edgier, I think, gone. The weird thing is with like hardcore though, when you come in, the starting area is always really busy. Like no matter what time of day it is. Because people are always dying and having to restart. So like when you're making a new character, it makes the game always feel like really alive. It's a little bit less on the era servers, which are a little bit more dead. Not the era ones, but the anniversary ones. Like earlier in the day, there's a little bit less people on in the starter zones, and then it's really full at night. The hardcore one is just, it's packed all day long. Everybody's dying. I don't know how I'm gonna handle the ones that have like 2 mobs. I should get some tools to deal with that though, I guess. Should probably keep my daggers leveled up. Or the thrown ones anyway. Yeah, my account's fine. I don't even curse in the game. I don't curse. I don't say anything that could probably get my account banned. I worry about it a little bit less with this one. because this is my EU account. It's not like my NA account with all my stuff. There's nothing on this account that I would care too much if I lost, but I mean, I do have characters on it. I did write a little bit on this account, but I only played it for like 6 months or so, maybe a little bit longer. Whereas my other account, I played that one for like 19 years or something. So that'd be pretty upsetting. But I wanted to play Classic on the EU account because I don't have anything from retail on here anyway. And I figured it would be easier to find people to play with because we would be in the same time zone instead of trying to play with the NA people who are not on my time zone. It's hard enough even on retail trying to find like people to raid or play with because of the time difference. Everybody raids like 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern time in the US, so I figured that Classic would probably be the same way, so better to just play on the EU one. This one. They have 2 more concerts coming up that I wanted to see. Well, I was really upset because I wanted to see the I'm out of daggers. What do you want? I need to get some thrown daggers. What does he want? Just keep saying hey and chasing me around. Hello? Yes? I see you. Hello, yes. I don't know what this person wants. Oh, okay. Mm. He wanted to tell me that he likes septic flesh. That's all. Let's see. Obzen. That reminds me of something. Obzen. That's Meshuggah, right? I don't know where he went. He ran away. I couldn't continue the conversation. I have a feeling his name may be from Meshuggah, though. Because that's a Meshuggah album. I wish I could listen to any sound in my game. I don't know why they act up the most when I'm streaming for some reason. Like there's almost no point in having them on. They just it's like one sound it cuts out, one sound it cuts out. I'd like to have Bluetooth because then there's like less cords and things that plug into my computer, but I don't know if I would bother to get Bluetooth speakers in the future just because this has been horrendous. It's just been a year of not really being able to use them. Why not just sell a hate speech pass, $10,000 and you get 200 people? Oh my god. I think that's just like most of the US right now, isn't it? I think that's how that works. That's how the real world works anyway. I think even in Germany, especially, I think if you like insult people, they can sue you. I saw someone said that they had sued like 800 times for insults. I have to look it up. Hold up. I have to look it up because that sounds insane now that I'm saying it. The mini Erdogans of Berlin. German law allows insultee to sue insulter. A list published by Government August showed that Vice Chancellor Robert Habeck has filled over 800 criminal complaints. For the crime of insulting political figures. Some were for actual physical threats, but it says the majority are for insulting political figures. Yes. Can you imagine filing 800 criminal complaints for people insulting you? Oh my god. I mean, it's certainly a choice. Certainly a choice. The horror of having a cord to plug into the PC. I heard those can come to life and attempt to choke you if you're not careful. Yeah. They're very dangerous. Well, I feel like I don't always have the amount of spots that I want. I don't have not enough holes in the PC to plug the things in the way that I want. You never get the cords to be the length that you want them to be. They're either too short or too long. Nothing in between. Like, the one from my camera just barely reaches to my computer. Like, from where it is to where it plugs in. That's it. That's like the max length. And I have a sit stand desk, so I'll go to like put my desk up and forget that it's plugged in, and it's almost a disaster every single time. So many people here. Meowdy. Me in Germany getting 900 hate speech lawsuits against me in my first. You're just walking around giving people the finger, and you're like, all right, well, I've been sued 900 times today. Yeah, I guess you have to be kind of careful about what you say to people here. I viewed another apartment, and she messaged me back on Monday to say that she would like me to be her tenant, but she wasn't sure about the move-in date, and then she had to like talk to the current tenant because they're supposed to move out in February, like February 1st, but I need to be out by January 31st. So she's like, yeah, I'll message the tenants and see about the actual move-in date, and then I haven't heard from her then, and I'm like, oh, I was like, hopefully it still works out. I literally can't find a single one to kill. There's so many people here. And I ran out of daggers to throw. So hopefully it still works because she said she wanted me to be the tenant, but even when I was there, I know that they were kind of like, yeah, I don't know if that date's gonna work. Also kind of sucks a little bit because right now they have they called like black deals in Germany, which is like Black Friday, even though they don't have Thanksgiving here. So things that I would want to furnish in the new apartment because it's unfurnished are like half off. Like washing machines are like $1,000 or like $500 right now. So kind of sucks that all of the deals will be done by the time I move in. Some stuff I can kind of like try to buy maybe and just store in the cellar here and then like have movers do it. But I think they only move to like the front of the like to the curb. They don't actually take your stuff inside. So like I can't get a washer because even if I put it in like the cellar here, they're not gonna carry it upstairs for me at the new place. So that's not gonna work out. But yeah. Oop. Something else fun. Nice. Yeah, I think mainly they try to do alchemy on the hardcore servers because they can make those potions. The petrification blast or whatever. So. Or I think they also do like engineering because you can put down like dummies. Can't you ask a random person to help carry it? No. Why would a random person help me carry a washer up the stairs? I don't even think a person could carry a washer up the stairs. I'm pretty sure you need something special for it. It's just heavy. They would need like a cart or something. No! You stole my flower! Did you get it? We all failed. She ran up and tried to take the flower like 3 times and failed every time. It just gave up and left. That's amazing. She's like, this is the karma it wasn't meant to be. This flower is not for me. That was great. It's only at 60, I think, for leveling. It's mining and engineering for stun bombs and target dummies. Do you think it's better than for me to get rid of the alchemy? Because I feel like alchemy is still good, right? Because you would get all the potions. Like you could level with the defense potions and the regen potions. I guess technically I could buy those because I'm not doing self-found. But I don't know. And then switch to herbalism afterwards and alchemy. It's not a nuclear reactor. Why are neighbors of people not helpful? But you can ask neighbors in the US help. Nobody in Germany is gonna help me. No neighbor in Germany is gonna be like, yeah, sure, I'll help you. No. That's not how they are here. They'd be like, I don't know English. And then I would try and talk in German, and they would be like, I don't like Americans. Probably something like that. How much will you pay me? You can't use Petri until level 50? Alright, well, maybe I should switch over then. Rip the money I wasted on that. Wasted my money for alchemy. Is there a trainer here for mining and engineering? I don't even know if there is. I've never gotten it. All of my undead characters are normally like clothy, so I always get them tailoring and enchanting. Trying to find some puppies. Oh, when I went, the current tenant had a dog, so the landlord was like, yeah, so cats and dogs are allowed, as you can see, and I was like, I could get a dog. So many places the apartments just say no pets, and I'm allowed. But maybe I can get a dog if I can actually get into this apartment. Like I said, she reached back out and said, I would like you to be my tenant. I'll get back to you. And then I have heard nothing, so we will see. Oh, yeah, before I almost got murdered. It was As I Lay Dying, Caliban, and Decapitated were supposed to play Friday. And then, I don't know, some drama shit happened, and As I Lay Dying, I guess, like, broke up. Or a bunch of people, like, left the band. So they canceled the whole tour. And I'm like, why is the whole tour canceled? Like, why can't the other bands still play the show without As I Lay Dying? But they're just not. They're just not playing at all. So the whole show is canceled. So I did really want to see that because those are bands that I listened to a lot in high school. And then I stopped listening to As I Lay Dying because that was the guy that the singer like put a hit out on his wife and then went to jail for a really long time because it was actually like a federal agent that he tried to do it with. Just so fucking funny. But they are also doing, it's like Creator, Anthrax, and Testament are playing. But I don't know if I want to go see it because I don't know Creator or Anthrax. But I really like Testament. Testament's one of my favorite. It's like I think the only like 80s band that I like. But yeah, the tickets are a little more expensive. And they also have Flesh God Apocalypse playing soon. So I might go see them at least. I think that would be good. Creator, they're pretty good. Yeah, I don't know any of their music really. Yeah, I don't tend to normally like super thrash type metal or stuff that's from the 80s, but I feel like Testament just a very different sounding music, even though I think they're like technically in that genre. Damn, man, these dogs fuck me up. Oof. Well, I guess I can make some band-aids. I got a enchanting on the normal classic version. And normally that's the profession that everyone's like, you're gonna be super broke if you get this profession. But it was like strange dust only costs like 15 copper and it gives you one level, so you can get up to like level 80 or something like that for 1 copper or for 15 copper per one level, and I'm like, that is pretty cheap. Because normally you have to like just keep disenchanting all of the greens that you get all the time, but you can just buy a stack for like nothing. probably is more difficult later on, but so many people are on the same server that the economy to actually level your professions is just so cheap. I don't know how it is on the hardcore server. Because there people are playing solo self-found or whatever, so. Come here, puppy. Let me get you. Give me that booty. Just give him a little stab around. Oh man, apparently they don't have any blood. Bloodless. Alright, there we go. I'm gonna get this anyway. Even though we're switching over, I might as well grab them while I can. It was really hard to decide which kind of character I wanted to play or what class I actually wanted to play. Because I got up to like 22 on the mage last time. I was doing shaman and I died pretty early on the shaman. And then I had like a level 9 warrior, but man, like some of the characters I was always fighting down to like like one hit left. And they're like, if they even parried one more time, you would have died. I kind of wanted to do hunter, but at the very least, if your character dies, it goes to the other realm now, so it's not just like useless. It's not just a dead character, like you can actually put it on the normal server, which is good. Can't wait to get him out. It feels so bad when you fight an enemy and you finish it off and you go to mount and you're like, I don't have a mount. I cannot mount. That's not gonna happen.
I haven't got all day.
Alright. Should give us a good amount of money. Oops. Can't sell that. Meaty bat wing. We definitely want to learn how to cook. That won't be bad. Stringy wolf meat. I'm gonna grab. Oh, wait. I don't think I can learn cooking here. I think I have to go to Undercity.
What is it?
People get real salty if you take mobs that they think that are theirs. I already had somebody call me a fucking idiot in whispers. They were like fighting two things, and the one thing was fucking them up. And the other one, they didn't attack it, they didn't put any dots on it, it was like a warlock. They didn't do anything to the other mob, and they were getting fucked up, so I was like, oh, I need that one. So I threw a dagger at it, and they got so pissed off. I was like, that thing has been hitting you for forever, and you've never hit it. And I thought you were just bad. You needed some help. I was helping myself. I think the road trainer is upstairs. Here, maybe?
Hello.
group trainer.
Forsaken. Watch your
Alright,
back.
we got Gouge, that's a good one. And a new rank of Sinister Strike. Good, good, good. Yeah, Gouge is the big one. What, you need Silver Leaf to make healing potions? I don't really need Peace Bloom. That's crazy. Alright then. I want to see if there's actually a mining trainer here or not. Doesn't look like it. I might have to wait. So for now, I think I'll, because I don't actually have mining yet. Just keep it till I go to Undercity.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
This had better be good.
Oop, oh.
What would you ask?
Mining. Undercity. I guess your first exercise is going to be to mine your way down the Undercity. Get it. Mind? Never mind. Oh my god. He's trying to make jokes. Got some dad jokes. Yeah, it's all in Undercity, so might as well keep with the alchemy for now and the herbalism. That way I can make myself some potions and then I'll switch over. Because I already got some herbs, so.
Speak quickly. Goodbye. Dark Lady, watch over you.
Got one of these. Oh, I gotta hand that one in. This is the one where we're poisoning people. Take the lace pumpkin to capture the scarlet zealot. Yes. Harmless pumpkins. I'm feeding pumpkins to them with their poison. I love these rooms with like the bits of meat and stuff on the table and all the books. They really, the old game used to be pretty creepy, especially all the undead stuff. Like, why are you such a weird person? And it's just like, well, take a look at Undercity. Like, we spent a lot of time here. Just gave me free food. That was very nice. Alrighty, I'm gonna do a quick break though, guys, so I will be right back. Okay, welcome, welcome. What did Michael Jackson name his denim store? Billie Jeans? I don't even... I don't even get that one. Don't even understand. That's how bad of a dad joke it is. Alright, we got to kill some things and stuff. And the things and stuff. Need throwing daggers, actually. If it's not apparent, can you even call it a dad joke? Do you have like 7 children that I don't know about, Theo? It's getting real suspicious.
I am forsaken. Quick about your business.
We got fancy ones. Yeah, these want to do 3. Okay, pop those in.
Trust no one.
It's so weird to have to put those in there in retail. You just have an unlimited amount. You can just always throw a dagger. It's just an ability that you have. You don't have to buy them. Man, it's gonna be crazy going from like furnished apartments for so long to actually having to figure out what I want in my own place again. Like down to cups. Like, this isn't even my cup. This is their cup. This desk is theirs. This chair is theirs. The bed is theirs. Like nothing is mine. Let me see what's here. Oh, soy leaf. So hard to see the herbs. They like they light up when you like go over them, but if you don't go over them, they are very difficult to see. It blends right in. Can I make? Alright, I feel like I'll end up regretting it if I am in a situation where a health potion would have saved me, so I'm gonna get some vials before I go out. Maybe this will be the health potion that saved my life. But yeah, if I get the new place and I might be able to get a dog. I think there's a lot of crazy things that you have to do in Germany to be able to get a dog. I think you have to register them or something. Like even Ronan can get like a passport. Like he gets like an EU passport as a cat. They're only allowed to bark for like a certain amount of time, a certain amount of times of day, or it's considered like a noise complaint and they can make you get rid of your dog. Which is kind of crazy. So if you get a yappy ass dog and your neighbors complain, they can make you get rid of the dog or get you kicked out of the apartment. So a lot of the dogs here are like super well behaved because they have to be or they'll get kicked out of their apartment. They all do like behavioral training and everything. Almost nobody has their dogs on leashes. Everybody walks around with their dog off their leash. But I definitely miss having a dog. I have not had one in a very long time. I did pet sitting for a while, which was okay, but I hated like interacting with the pet's owners, who were horrible people. But I did like the dogs. Yeah, every day I go out and I see people walking around with their puppies, and I'm like, I just want a puppy again. I'm really torn though because my favorite breeds of dogs are very big. And the bigger the dog I get, the less likely I'm able to find an apartment when I inevitably have to move out of the next one anyway. So I like things like Dobermans or Rottweilers or German Shepherds, Samoyeds, like just the big ass dogs, you know? But those are tough sells if I have to apply for an apartment again in the future. the cat is easy enough. Like most places advertise that they don't allow pets, but then when you talk to them, you're like, oh, but is it okay if I just have a cat? And they're like, it's fine. So, but if you're like, yeah, I have a Doberman, they're gonna be like, you have a what now? Big dog that's gonna damage my apartment? Yeah, I don't really understand why the Bluetooth speakers are just struggling so much. I don't have anything Bluetooth around them. I don't even have my watch on today. I have the Bluetooth on my laptop turned off. My phone's over there. My AirPods are over there. There's like nothing here that with Bluetooth on that should be interfering with it. Oh my god, I've like missed like 700 times in a row. Jeez. Damn these things and their curses. But yeah, some dogs that I was then considering getting, and obviously this probably will all go out the window because it's so difficult to find dogs, or just like animal shelters in general, would be, what are they called? Like, King Charles Cavalier or something, or Spaniel. It's a little tiny fluffy dog. They're super cute, but they're supposed to be very friendly, very trainable. Just a generally like easy pick for a dog, and they're just adorable. But they are small. Um, and the other one was a Weimaraner, which require a bit of exercise. It says that they would normally require like 3 hours a day of exercise, which is a lot. It's a lot of hours a day of exercise. But they're again very trainable. They're kind of like a medium dog. They're not huge, they're not tiny, but they're still like a dog and not like a rat. But then I also saw the greyhounds, and I like greyhounds too. And they're a little bit better at like not being super attached. Like they're better if you need to leave them home for something. And they also bark less. They're not like a super barky dog. But they are fucking big. They're big dogs. They're not giant, but they're still big. Even though they're like lanky and like they look like they're tiny, they are quite big weight-wise. One thing that I thought was interesting is that they actually have like one of the strongest bites. Like significantly stronger than the Weimar. The Weimar is like 200 to 400 psi, and then the Greyhound is 400. And I would think it would be the opposite way, even though the Weimar's smaller, just because they look like they have like a proper mouth. They look like a more intimidating dog, I would say. Greyhounds look very like feline, or like they wouldn't bite hard, but they do. They bite very hard apparently. They have like that little bird mouth, but it's strong. So it's a tough decision. But they're also kind of like couch potatoes, so they don't require as much exercise. It'd be good for me to have a dog that made me go out and like exercise, but if I ended up still just being a lazy ass, it'd be better if the dog didn't actually require so much. because the weather in Germany is very German. is not good very often. Um, so I happen to wake up and be like, all right, let's go outside in 30-degree weather with no sun and go for an hour walk. When it's a greyhound, I could just take them out for 15 minutes a couple of times a day and they'd be okay. Germany does feel like a good area though to have a dog because there is so much green space. Like even if you're in a very like city portion of Munich, you're not more than like 5 to 10 minutes walk away from a park or something that's green for you to take your dog around in. Can I pickpocket anything? Please? Why can't I pickpocket anything? Why does nobody have any pockets? Is mine broken? Like, I don't understand. No mob I've pickpocketed has ever given me anything. That's nice. How's Ronan? Still underweight and wasting away? No, he's fat as shit. He's so fat. I don't know how it happened. Like, when I went on vacation, he was like a normal weight, and then when I came back, he was just fat as shit, and I don't, I don't know how it happened. Because she was feeding him less than I was feeding him. But, I don't, he's old, so, you know, maybe his metabolism just, it finally hit that point where, you know, the amount of food he eats, he can't, his metabolism can't keep up with it. Because, like, the food that I get him, like a salmon one or something, but they have a senior version of it, of the same brand. And they consider senior to be 7 years old plus, and Ronan is like 12 years old. So maybe it's time to switch him to the 7+ food instead of the normal food. Metabolism is not keeping up. He's got a little belly on him. A little chunkaroonie. Whoa, that respawned instantly. I wasn't even done killing him when the dude unspawned. Oh my god. It's gonna put me right in the grave with that shovel. Yeah, he's definitely the opposite of wasting away. My brother came home to my parents for Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I think maybe I told you guys, I'm not sure. But he got married, but my parents don't know who the girl is. But he came back without her for Thanksgiving after just getting married. And then they're moving to Japan next year. Like soon, like in a couple months. But he came back to my parents and my mom was like laughing her ass off because Shen bit him. I was like, that's great. She's like, yeah, he touched his belly, so he bit him. But I was like, that's what he gets. He knows how Shem is. Ronan is the type of cat you can do whatever you want to him and he won't bite. He's never bit anybody. But Shen is the type of cat where you just kind of look at him in the wrong way and he's like, you want to fight? He'll turn sideways and like put his head down and like do this weird sideways charge thing at you. He like charges at you like he's a dumb bull. So, yeah, they had extremely different personalities. But yeah, I mean that's definitely something that you would do, right? You would get married and then not invite any of your family, and then have nobody in the family know the person that you married. And then every time you call, never have that person talk to your family, even though they like FaceTime. You would think that like she would say hi at some point, and my brother would get her to say hi or come back for Thanksgiving or, anything. Definitely interesting. My parents are very upset about it. My mom is pretending to not be upset about it, but talks to me about it every single time I talk to her. So she's like, I don't care, it's fine. I don't care. It's fine. And I'm like, okay, mom. Sure it is. I'm sure it bothers you 0%. The best way to know that something does not bother you is by talking about it every time you have the opportunity to talk about it.
What is it? Dark Lady watch over you.
Trust no one.
Yeah, definitely ouch. Wait, I came in halfway through that. Did your brother get married with a weird hair? Uh, he got married to somebody that we don't know. Like, nobody in the family knows them, and he has not introduced her to us in any way. I wouldn't expect him to introduce her to me, but I would expect him to introduce her to my parents because my brother is on good terms with my parents, and my brother has lived with my parents for a very, very long time. He paid like like his car insurance, his phone bills. He lived at home for like a very, very long time, and then he moved to Guam and then to California and married some girl in California after dating her for like a couple months. And he's moving to Japan now with that person that my parents don't know anything about her, have never talked to her, never met her, like nothing. So he's just like, oh yeah, I got married to somebody that none of you know, and now I'm moving to Japan. Goodbye. It's really weird. It's strange. So it's just like a little suspicious, and my parents are just hurt that like he they feel like he's ashamed of them and doesn't want to like introduce them to her, essentially. So they're upset about that. They're like, why doesn't he feel like he can, show her to us? It said a few similar family members that we don't even talk to because of their partners. Yeah. Did you see him in Japan or he's not there yet? He's moving at the beginning of next year, so I think maybe January or February. So I didn't see him there. I haven't seen him in years. I don't remember the last time I saw him. It's been a very long time. Because he was in the Marines and the Navy, so he was living in Japan, like on the base, and then he was living in Guam on the base, and then he was living in California. But in between that, he was living with my parents. So. Do I get anything in level 7? I don't know if I get any. But yeah. It's just weird to not like introduce your spouse to your parents. If you're on speaking terms with them, because they are. Like, I understand people are like, I don't talk to my parents. I hate my parents. So And it makes sense they don't introduce them, but they like talk all the time, so then it makes them feel like upset that he won't do it. Alright, you do not get anything at level 7. I can go back over here, I guess. Run on over there. How have you been doing, Aries? Still playing retail? Mm. Oop. I think something happened. I wonder if it's him or her. So many crazy. I like the auto mod tried to block crazy women. That's sexist. You can't say that, Aries. Crazy women don't exist. Oh no, I think he got it. Well, we'll try. Damn. Ripperonis. I need the silver leaf because I can't make anything without silver leaf. What the fuck? Where's the pea spoon? Okay, I like couldn't see it. It's so dark. Why are we allowing crazy women? My brother is doing something similar. He's been talking about this woman at his work that he's going to marry, but hasn't really went date. I was like, oh no, but I'm a woman, so I'm allowed to. It's like an auto mod. It's not something that I put in. It just like chooses phrases that I guess people are likely to want to block because there's definitely situations where that is not used in that context. So I guess it's just easier for them to put that in there and have people just allow the phrase or not. But it's okay. I live in reality and I understand. There are crazy women. They are out there. Oh, they haven't even dated yet? Yeah, that's how my brother was though, because like whenever he dates anybody, he always cheats on them the whole time. Um, and they like go back and forth, and they're like super toxic to each other, and then they'll cheat on each other like no matter who he's dating. And he dated this one girl on and off for like fucking like 10 years. And then he dated this other girl in California for like 2 months. And he's like, yeah, we got married. Like instantly. Well, I didn't get bored of her after 2 months, so she must be the one. That's what he said. That's not even a joke. That's what he said. I'm just collecting things on retail at the moment. I need to do more PvP blitz. Oh, okay. I still have my retail account, but they're on like hiatus this week for Thanksgiving, so they're not raiding this week. You got a kitty. Oh, what kind of kitty? What color is it? What'd you name him? Sorry, sometimes my keyboard just closes and sends the message. Yeah, that's really weird. There are crazy guys too, but in my experience, so many women just don't get along. Yeah, I have like a feeling like growing up, guys have like, you know, like bro code and shit, and women have like that's competition. She's a slut type of mentality towards other women. Like growing up, and it does take some growing up to get out of that mindset. Like every woman is my competition. I don't feel like men feel that way towards other men the way that women feel that way towards other women. And I think it just comes from a place of like being insecure with yourself. So if you're insecure about yourself, you view other women as a threat or competition to you. So it can be difficult to get out of that mindset. In terms of true crime, though, definitely more crazy men. Yeah, I know. So many men are like, dude, just get a divorce. You don't have to slaughter your whole family. Like, just you can do in the U.S. no fault divorce is a thing. Just do that. She's just a domestic short-haired tabby. I called her Mitzi because she has white mittens. Oh, that's so cute. I love that. She likes to sleep in my lap while I'm playing WoW. That's so cute. I love that. Ronan used to do that when he was a kitten. When he was tiny enough to sit in my lap. Sometimes he comes on stream, he'll sit on my lap, but then he ends up on the keyboard and I gotta get rid of him, so. You had a Mitzi when you were a kid too? I love when cats have like a coloring pattern that gives them like an item. Like it'll give them like a mustache or it'll, you know, give them like mittens. I especially love any of the ones that give them like eyebrows. Little eyebrows on the cats. I was watching the documentary on Lacey Peterson on Netflix, and they said the leading cause of death of pregnant women in the USA is homicide by a romantic partner. Yep. Yep. That is kind of sad, isn't it? I misread that. I thought it said the leading cause of pregnancy. Oh my god. Giving the new meaning to knock her up. Punch her until she has a baby. I guess that's when we get Mitzi feet pics in Discord, yeah, we gotta get the feet pics, you know? Another one for the boys. Oh my god. Oh god. Is there a pet store? There's animals in there. I don't actually watch a lot of those like documentary type things. I know it's like super popular, all that true crime stuff, but I always found it really depressing to watch it. And I was like, that sucks. I'll just see that. This is very sad to me. In Australia, the leading cause of death in pregnant women is cardiovascular stuff. What's going on in America? Well, apparently, murder. Murder is going on. Also, I guess because in a lot of the states you wouldn't be able to get rid of the baby. The dad feels trapped. And they don't actually want to be with that girl. So I guess they just killed him instead. So it's kind of crazy to think about though, like you don't want a kid so bad that you destroy your own life anyway. A lot of those people don't even like go to jail forever. You would think that would be like life in prison, but I don't think it always ends up that way. It's always so weird to me when I see people who like killed someone on purpose and then they're not in jail for the rest of their life. So frustrating how stupid people are. Yep. Don't try to logic insane people. Yeah, you can't logic insane people. That's true. Just soulless people. I'm pretty sure you're gonna be on the like having a pretty fucked up life a lot more in jail than if you had just dealt with having a kid for a while. Like I don't like it's not that big of a deal. People still have lives after they have children. I know that maybe this is hard to believe, but people still exist after their children are born. And they can still go do things. Or I think for a lot of them, maybe they like knock up a side chick and they're like, oh my god, I'll ruin my main life if this other person continues to live. Didn't I come over here earlier for something? Why do I have to kill them again? Damn. It's still crowded as shit over here. So, more silver leaf. I put those documentaries on in the background sometimes while playing. Because I like true crime about murder, even though it makes me angry. It's always the curse of like wanting to listen to things even though they make you angry. Like you'll put on the news or something and they're like, why are you watching the news if it just makes you angry? Be like, but I need to know. I need to know about the things that make me angry. Like it's important. Yellow pocket? Oh, he had one copper. Okay. Damn, this guy hurt. Oh my god. Okay. Did it. We survived. That was scary. I can't play hardcore. I'd be too annoyed, sad at dying. I played a druid in Season of Discovery and pretended it was hardcore and died in the first game. I thought you pretended it was hardcore. You're like, I'm gonna act like this is high stakes, and you're just like dead immediately. That's great. Yeah, I mean, I guess I haven't like lost a high level character before. Like, I think I was only like level 9 or something when the character I died on. Like the first time around. But yeah, I mean, I don't really rage that way at video games in general. So, I don't know. It's just chill. It's something chill to do. But it's challenging. I do like a challenge. That's why, even though I have the hardcore one, I also have another character on the PvP server. So I can fight people. Don't you dare, I'm backstabbing him. Don't you dare, I'm backstabbing him. takes me 10 years to walk over to them. But this person is like, this goddamn rogue waited till I was gonna attack them. I'm like, no. It just took me 30 seconds to walk over to the mob before I could stab him. Because stealth makes you so slow. And you have to go so far around. Wait a minute, puts on true crime documentaries while playing WoW. Are you okay? The answer is no. We're not okay. It's crazy to see like the things that people do when they are like, I love you. And then you see what they're capable of after saying something like that. Have a whole family be together for like 10, 20 years and then just fucking murder suicide the whole family. Oop. My second death was walking off a cliff all distracted and both were in the starting zone. Just the girl. Oh god. Yeah, I have not walked off a cliff. A lot of people die on hardcore in Thunderbluff because they're not paying attention or they like auto run on the bridges and then they die. Or people like duel and then like jump on a fire and do like 1 point of damage and die, or like do a duel and then get attacked by a wolf for 1 damage and die. People die for really dumb stuff. The ones that I feel the most bad for dying in the game are the ones that just disconnect. Like, that shit sucks. Because, like, you didn't do anything wrong. You just disconnected. And then the character's gone. Like, it's pretty common for warriors to disconnect when they charge. So, like, charge an enemy and disconnect, and you're like, well, I'm gonna log back in and be dead. It was the Night Elf Zone, and I didn't know it was at the end of the world. Oh my god, you managed to walk off the ledge in the Night Elf Zone! That was fucking hilarious. Oh my god. I was like, wait, where did you start that you could, like, walk off the ledge in the starter zone? I was trying to climb around mobs, but I was also trying to talk to someone on Discord and clearly can't multitask. Can't walk and talk. Fall off the edge of the world. Where is the absolute worst class to DC on? Yeah, and they're the most likely to DC because of that charge. Look, it was near a waterfall or something. Excuses, excuses. I will say it does add a level of difficulty on hardcore to be streaming it because I have to read the messages and talk, which is a little bit different because I actually have to like look away from the screen. It's very easy to get distracted and die like this right here. Can I kill that one? Maybe I can kill this one? Okay, we can kill that one. Then we can run away. Run. Okay. It's also tough to know like what your limits are to fight things before you've ever played that class before or fought that type of mob before. Because like fighting 2 things as a warlock It's fine. Fighting two things as a rogue, not fine so far. Even fighting just one thing sometimes is tough as a rogue. So a lot of it just comes down to like knowledge of what your class is capable of and what the enemies are capable of. And some of it's just luck because sometimes that shit just hyper spawns on top of you and you're just fucked. And there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes like I would fight a room like full of mobs in there and I would kill them all and then go to loot the body and the entire room would respawn instantly and I'm like, well, there isn't really like anything I can do about that. Like I have to kill these mobs. The fact that they respawn instantly is insane. Sometimes I can just run through them and backstab, but it doesn't always work. Sometimes you get really unlucky and a mob just like parry, 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 dodge, and then you just die. Even though you normally wouldn't have died or you fought a million other mobs like that. You have a video of it? Oh my god. I remember playing Mage in hardcore, being so happy to get Blizzard so I could do the fancy AoE pulls, and you die on the first pull. Yeah. I could see that happening. And someone would be like, oh, I'm fighting a Murloc. I've never fought a Murloc before. And then you're just about to kill and that shit runs away and pulls everything. So like I try to pull it up so I can like eviscerate so he can't run. But if I miss, he just runs. Like I tried to eviscerate and he just ran away. Because it dodged it. The hyperspawn is what killed me in that stupid cave. Yeah, the hyperspawn is crazy. And I think it might even be tougher this time around than the other ones because there was multiple servers before. And now there's only one server. So everybody is playing on the same server and I think it's making stuff hyperspawn more than it like normally would. It's definitely way more than it would in like actual classic, but the cave was full of people and everything was just being killed instantly. Yeah, if it's like if an area is really full, stuff tends to hyperspawn on you, which is really tough for hardcore. When I got lost in there and everyone else left and everything spawned around me, yeah, that's tough. Warlocks are very annoying. I don't have like kick or anything for them yet, so I don't want to fight that one. They're too close. Like fighting both of those, I would probably die. I don't think I would live through that. All of these are actually kind of tough. They're a little too close together. I do want to get the rogue to max level though. I think their Bloodfang armor looks super cool. I feel like rogues and warlocks got some of the coolest like OG gear for tier sets. Yeah, I don't want to fight the oracles. The oracles fucking hurt. Spellcasters are nasty, man. Those spells are just do so much. Hopefully the other one goes away. I just want to fight the one, not two. I don't know if the other one will keep chasing me. Why is this one still chasing? So much dodge. Alright, we did it. We didn't die. Good stuff. I was worried. Haven't been getting any like loot drops off any of the mobs. I got really lucky with like the first 3 bags dropping immediately, but haven't been very lucky with like getting any armor to equip. Oops. Can't believe tomorrow's Thanksgiving already. I miss having it. We don't have it here, obviously. It's still so funny though when my mom calls up and she's like, "You guys don't have Thanksgiving over there, right?" I was like, "No, Ma, we don't have Thanksgiving in Germany." She's like, "That's so weird." I'm like, "It's not weird. Why would we have Thanksgiving?" My dad's just like in the background. America. I really don't want to fight the other one. Hopefully it goes away. Do not want to fight an oracle. It's still coming. I'm leaving. I don't need it. Damn, this just still chasing me. Get the hell out of here. It's like chasing me to the end of the world. Mr. Warrior. Jesus Christ. The warrior. Parry, 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 parry. Holy shit. Dodge. Okay. But yeah, I was doing, we got up to Brood Twister and Mythic Raid in the Mythic Nerubar Palace. We didn't like really start doing any prog on it yet. We were just testing out the weak auras because you have to have weak auras for that boss, which is so stupid. Everyone in the guild is just like, why do we fucking need this shit? And they're like, you just have to. They're like, it's just impossible if you don't have it. Because they put out like, there is she puts out like doses and there's eggs that you have to pop. So like 4 people in the guild have to memorize a map and put a marker on the eggs based on that map because you only want certain ads to spawn in each quadrant of the room. So already you have to memorize a map, which is kind of crazy for the egg markers. And then they have to mark it and change the marks throughout the fight. And then the weak aura assigns you a marker and you're supposed to run to where that egg color has been marked, and 2 of you will get it, and 2 people have to go to the same one, or the egg won't break. So without the weak aura, you would have 8 people trying to figure out which egg to run to where, because like even with just 4 people, they fuck it up. They still don't do it right. Even when there's just 4 people, are like, go to 4 eggs and don't all stand on the same egg, and they still fuck that up. So if there's 8 of them and the eggs won't break unless 2 people are on the same egg, you can imagine like it's just impossible. Like it goes out so fast and the eggs are like so spread out. So to fight that, it's just like here's your marker, go to the marked egg is much easier than 8 of you figure out which of the 4 eggs you're standing on and which 2 of you are doing it because it changes every time. So you need it's like 3 fucking weak ores that you need to get that set up, and then if you have certain settings turned on other add-ons, it breaks it. So like we had to keep doing pulls until everybody had gotten a dosage, and trying to make sure that none of the add-ons were changing it because sometimes like they would get a marker and it would change them from like orange to yellow to orange. Like it would keep changing it because they had a setting on in a different add-on. It's just is a nightmare. I hate fights that are designed like that. Like I don't want to have to install a weak aura to do the boss. But I kind of have to. My mom sounds like fun. Oh, she's a blast. She's a blast. Yeah, the egg thing sounds rough considering there's always someone stepping up the heroic one. Yeah, that it's just really rotten. And it's really hard because the eggs are like kind of there's 2 eggs in one spot. So 2 of you have to overlap your circles on both eggs without hitting each other, which is very difficult. Like you'll survive if you overlap the other person, but if both of you don't hit both eggs, the egg won't pop and the raid wipes. So it's just very tough. But the other thing is, it's also a very class dependent fight to the point that my guild has been like, if your class is not useful for this fight, you may be sat until we've completed it, and then we'll just get you in at some point in the future to down the boss afterwards. Because what they do is they set it up in like a diamond shape, and then I guess they have a way that they can set knockers to a certain color every time. So, like the druid has to typhoon and the evoker has to like wing buff it, the ads on top of the tank, and then someone has to like stun them there. So they're like, if you don't have any way to help with that, you might be sad. So I'm here on my shadow priest, like, yep, I have no stuns, no useful AoE, no knockbacks. Yeah, I have a very long cooldown on my interrupts for the worms. So I will probably be set. Just because Shadow Priest is kind of fucking useless for that fight. My dagger's almost broken. I haven't had to worry about my items being broken on my warlock at all. Kinda crazy. Come here, warrior. Give me your loot. No loot. Loot, no loot. All these people that attack the enemies the second I backstab them. Sam, out of her own volition, did not want to do that thing. Her guild would not dare exclude her. Yeah, I mean, if I don't gotta spend however many hours it takes for them to prog that nightmare boss with those weak ores that I fucking hate. Oh no. Would definitely just be nicer to come back after they've figured it out and be like, oh, this is nice and easy now. Get out here, nerd. My flower. There's no peace over this bloom. I think I'm gonna go check out some more of those Christmas markets this week. They have like a fancy Middle Earth one that the old ladies had told me I should go see, so I'm gonna go check that out. Is going on over here? Automod deny. That person's name. Oh wait, no. I I had super dyslexia about that person's name. But I just glanced at it on the side because it's like cut off from my screen. I thought that's like something completely different. Yeah, try to read that name with dyslexia and see how bad it is. Alright, yeah, I guess I'll have like a little bit of potions at least set up for switching over to engineering and mining. I feel like doing mining and engineering is easier in the Barrens than over here. You spend a lot more time in like mountainous areas. I feel like there's tons of veins everywhere there, and I feel like Tirisfal is better for herbing. It's more open. There's not as much mountains here for veins. Just like these areas up here. It's so cold. I don't really want to fight anything else. I don't know how long this dagger is gonna hold out. We got 5 durability. Maybe I'll get a new one. That would be nice. I don't actually have any idea what spec robes go once they hit 10. Oh, I didn't finish this yet. So I'll definitely have to look that up, see what they do. It's pretty bad in this version of the game, especially if you don't do your talents right. And it's very expensive to fix it. And it's really easy to mess it up because like in retail you can kind of like pick and choose. So you can like put a point in and take it out like immediately, like you just open it and move it. But in this version, if you like accidentally click on it, that's it, the point's in. There isn't like, are you sure you want to put your points there, save it, or anything like that. It's just, you clicked on it, you have it now. So, don't really want to mess that up. Oh, damn. He blasted it. He blasted that. He blasted that. Everybody's blasting. I can't get any. It'll be nice to be out of this area though. This area is gonna be like packed for forever. On the hardcore realm, this is just always the most poppin' place. I'm worried about the crypt up here. Because even when I did this on my warlock, it was I ended up dying up there because the entire place respawned at once. So I had like 4 mobs spawn on top of me after I killed the guy, so I died. I couldn't get out fast enough. But yeah, this is really, really competitive for mobs right here.
I can't do
Nope, still didn't finish it. Oh yeah, I need to fix that weapon, I keep forgetting. Playing with fire here, having a weapon that's broken. They did do like a secondary raid today for heroic, and I was like, maybe I'll try healing on my shaman. And then I wasn't able to get up to like high enough item levels. Like, yeah, maybe not. I didn't have any like gems or enchants. Like it might be a little bit low. I mean, not really. I was 607, and the gear that drops in there starts at like 610. So, but I think they wanted to just like blast through it.
What is it? Beware, our enemies abound.
Ooh, upgrade. Nice. Oh, that's not the upgrade. This is the upgrade.
Speak quickly.
Alright, what did we get? Some bat hair, some broken fangs. Only the best stuff. Oh, we got slumbering sand though, so that's good. Puts the enemy target to sleep for 20 seconds. Damage will awaken the target. Okay. This is a good stuff. You're supposed to get this for if you're gonna die. You put enemies to sleep. I don't know what level it works up until, though. Got some fish. Alright.
Our time will come.
Make like 2 of these. Like 2 of these. Oh, I got a lot. I can make a lot of them actually. I'm not gonna keep alchemy, but it won't hurt to have some potions in the meantime. Alright, I'm level 8, so I should have some new spells.
Speak quickly.
Almost close enough to do whatever their quest is. I don't know what the quest is for rogues at level 10 for undead.
Trust.
Alright, evasion, that's nice. That gives us a lot of defensive capabilities now. Evasion is big. 50% dodge chance. Yeah, we like that. I'm gonna have to rebind all my keys because this is not set up in any meaningful way right now. And then, did we get any linen? Yes, we got some linen. Good. Alright, well, I mean, we made it to level 8. That's pretty good. No deaths. Those dogs were definitely fucking me up, though. Let me go fix my weapon. Oh, one of them. Rather just get a new weapon. One of the things that I learned the hard way was that if you come here, you're like, oh, I can buy a skinning knife. This does more damage than my actual dagger. Except you can't use these profession tools to use abilities. So like if I had went and bought these, equipped it, and then tried to attack an enemy. I think I did this on my warrior. Um, but you can't use any of your skills with these crafting items. So even though they do more like auto attack damage, you have no way to activate your abilities when you equip them, which is something I found out the hard way. Return to the 65 button mouse. No. There's actually, there should be less buttons for me to press on Classic. Oh, maybe not on Rogue, but there's a lot more consumable things to press in Classic, but the actual character itself shouldn't have that many buttons to press, so I shouldn't need the MMO mouse for it. If anything, I would need it for retail again, but I think like Enhancement Shaman is definitely the one that you're like, man, I really wish I had an MMO mouse for Enhancement Shaman on retail, because they just have an endless amount of buttons that you need to press. Oh, I'm gonna fix my stuff though. Oh, I need more files. Oh man. Kid sounds like he's coughing up his whole lung up there. Like all of it, the whole thing. I don't know if it's worth it to try and get like to pay for the next level of potions. Level 15. It might be worth it to do this one at least. I don't know what requirements it has. More empty vials. I'm not going to Undercity just yet. I feel like I kind of should so I can start mining, but I don't know. Alright, that's good enough. And then yeah, I feel like I should go to Undercity. Oh, I just need a single thread, I think, actually, to finish this other one. And then we'll go over to Undercity. Twiddle the buffs they got. Do we not have that buff that we're like iron, or are they going to get that iron thing on top of already being in hardcore? Okay, well we got new bracers and new gloves, so that's good. Let me fix my weapon. Maybe in here I can fix it?
I have exactly what you need.
Here we go. Apparently a lot of people die jumping off of this Zeppelin. Like they try to jump onto a building, like onto the building maybe, and miss and then die. I'm like, that's a pretty sad way to lose your character. Like not even something that's hard. Just you lost your character to impatience. Of all the things to lose your character to. I still feel like Undercity is the best city. It's my favorite one. I love the the throne room inside. And then I love all the plague shit downstairs. I think we do get like the Christmas events here. So we'll have that soon, I think. I don't have a guild yet. Yeah, I love this room. It's so fancy. I don't know why. I just like it. Also, the elevator. A lot of people die on the elevator. It's very dangerous. If you get stuck on the door, it just kills you. What is that? There's like something weird on the corner of it. Alright, is there anything I just want to put in here for now? Maybe the fish? I don't think I can use the fish quite yet. Keep some potions in there. Yeah, I think that's it. Let's get cooking.
What is it? I'm listening. Goodbye.
I don't think there's anything I can make right away. Let's see. Oh, we got wolf meat. That's good. I really want the ones that give you the buff. I feel like the cooking is so important so you can actually have as much stats as humanly possible. You want every advantage that you can get. I also really like to be undead because a lot of people will die underwater or will like disconnect while they're underwater, and this gives you a much larger chance of surviving if you have this. So definitely prefer to be undead just for that reason. Oh, let's get rid of these ones. And then there's a recipe for the meaty batwing back in Brill. Alright, we want mining and engineering. I don't know where that is. We will find out. Oh, and I guess I'll sell this if I can. Well, there's a lot of dumb people. They're selling the peace bloom for the vendor price, which means that they're losing money because it costs money to put stuff on the auction. So it's worth it. You're like, I'm gonna put this up here just so I can lose money. Actually, I guess I should keep it though, because if I do switch to alchemy later on in the game, I'd rather have these. They might go up in price as the time goes on and there's less people in the starting area. A lot of tarn over here. Disenchanting. Herbalism? Nope, not what I want. Man, blood elves used to look some type of way. Look at that model. 100-mile stare. They did not keep anything even close to that model. Can you even have black hair on a blood elf? Huh, interesting. Yeah. I love though in like the picture, like their icon, like they couldn't figure out how to make the eyeballs work. It looks like they're just shut. Someone says, why do people keep falling in Undercity elevator? And they're like, disconnect. 0.1% chance elevator bugs out and you fall. Gravity, obvious fails, blind, laggy, newbies. Imagine not having slow fall. Couldn't be me. Oh, I think I should be able to learn bows, right? Mine. Alright, what are we getting rid of? How do I get rid of it? Oh, I rebound my character sheet to stealth. Whoops. Unlearn herbalism. Yes. Unlearn alchemy. Yes. Alright, and now I need a mining pick. That's the other thing I keep doing is I'll get the profession and then forget the trade tool. What weapons can we learn? Crossbows and one-handed swords. Oh my god, it costs 10 silver each? I don't think I get any crossbows for a long time though. Like I don't think I'm gonna see a crossbow for a while. But I may see a one-handed sword. But I can't backstab with it. Okay, don't get it anyway. Whatever. Blacksmithing. Blacksmith. Where the hell is the engineer at? Is he like on the other side or something? Never like get engineering in classic. Need a guard. Oh god, the green is blinding right now. Enchanting. No, not enchanting. Engineering. I saw E and I was like, that one. Engineering. Rogue squatter. Eh, bombs. Us like bomb. Okay. I like the banter that the old guards and NPCs used to have. I do actually think I'm gonna end it off there for tonight though. Thank you guys for coming to hang out. We made it through the first night. No deaths. We're winning so far. We got all the bags. Going good. Maybe we do a no death run. That would be pretty cool.